What's up, guys? One of the most shocking moves tonight in the NFL draft was the Green Bay Packers going out there and selecting Jordan Love at the quarterback position. I think that it's a terrific move. Aaron Rodgers is getting older. He's making a ton of money. And I just look at Jordan Love, and I think that the guy could potentially be like the next great quarterback in the league. Now, I didn't have Love over Justin Herbert in my evaluation, and Love needs to go to a perfect fit. He was the quarterback that needed the fit, because if he would have played day one, it could have been like DeShone Kizer, a quarterback in Cleveland. We have to see how Love can handle a playbook. He played in a pretty simple playbook at Utah State. And Love also needs to improve his decision-making. Had some interceptions, but this is a guy that can make throws to every level of the field. He can hit the whole shot in cover two up the sidelines. He throws with touch. He can also throw from different platforms, and he can throw from different throwing platforms. So Aaron Rodgers and this guy are very, very similar, and what better guy to learn from than Aaron Rodgers? These guys have talent. Now, Love has talent. There's a lot of guys like Kyle Bowler, Jimmy Clausen. There's guys that have talent that don't pan out because of personality or because it's just a horrible fit, and they get served to the wolves. You look at Josh Rosen as maybe your example, maybe your stereotypical example of just not the right fit, not the right spot, not the right fit. Even Tannehill in Miami, I guess you could say. So you look now at Jordan Love. He gets to learn under Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, you're paying him so much money that Mike Pettine's defense is eventually going to struggle. And even when you guys got to the NFC title game, you were completely and utterly you were really overmatched against the San Francisco 49ers. And if you're going to be elite, you got to pay a quarterback cheap. The cool thing about Jordan Love, if he sits for 2 years, you maybe even could sign him to a deal in the third year like Scottie Pippen and project that he's going to be a stud. Aaron Rodgers can also be traded for just a bounty of picks. And then you can roll with a really young and cheap quarterback. And this guy, Jordan Love, I mean, he was picked the 26th pick in the draft. I'm sure he's only making like $2 million. This just seems like a home run in every respect, and you're preparing for the future. And if you look down the list of quarterbacks, you got Trevor Lawrence, you got Keaton Slavis, Spencer Rattler. These guys are all down the pipeline. You never know how they're going to be, and usually the elite quarterbacks are not available this late in the draft. Jordan Love slipped in this draft because he did not have a good junior campaign. He doesn't do a lot of interviews. He didn't really market himself that well. His personality is still an unknown. How well does he know the playbook, and how well does he process? I think he's a nice enough kid, which is important. I think he's kind of a very quiet leader. But he's going to learn from Aaron Rodgers. He's going to learn how to play the position. He's going to study. And just like Aaron Rodgers, he has big hands and can make every single throw. This guy is, I think, perfect for a developmental role, similar to Jacob Eason, where they sit for a year, understand the ropes, and then they go out and they shred it when they get to play. So the Packers are learning. The Packers have a great plan in place to groom this guy as the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers. Who knows how Rodgers is going to take this now? I mean, Rodgers has had some arguments with that has gone public with private people near his family. He's had teammates come on TV shows and rip Aaron Rodgers apart because he can be like kind of to himself, or he can even be like kind of a hotshot sometimes, Aaron Rodgers. I think Rodgers now has the pulse of the team. It's going to test the relationship of LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers. But the point is, the Packers saw, just like they did with Aaron Rodgers, they saw a guy in Jordan Love that was slipping in this draft, and they said this talent is too good to pass up. When I watched Jordan Love, again, I said Herbert was a better quarterback. I think that these quarterbacks are all going to be pretty good, but Love had the biggest chance for failure, because if you threw Love out immediately, his mechanics, he would throw tons of interceptions. He wouldn't really read the defense. He would be thrown into the fire early, and he wouldn't be ready to rock and roll. Now you give Love time to sit on the bench and watch one of the game's greats play the position. it is absolutely a perfect pick for the Packers, and it's a perfect landing spot. If Love went to Miami with nothing around him, an offensive coordinator that just got hired, and also the expectations of living up to Tua, combined with Chris Greer and Brian Flores, it wouldn't have been all rosy. I think that Love is absolutely a developmental guy, but again, you look down the line, this guy could actually be a stud. And his highlight tape speaks for itself. So this fit, when we talk about fit and how it's important, this is the fit that is really, really good for the Green Bay Packers. And they go out and they trade up and secure their guy. The Saints didn't take Jordan Love, and teams are going to regret, I think, not taking Jordan Love. Even the Lions, even other teams that have aging quarterbacks like Matt Ryan. I think Jordan Love can be really, really good in this league now. I just liked Herbert. I like Herbert a little more. Herbert's safer. Because again, I think Herbert, very mature kid, seen the ups and downs, know the work ethic, know the kid a lot better. Jordan Love is a mystery. And again, he has tools, but once again, we don't know about the leadership style. We got to see him kind of on the big stage a little bit, because he's not one of these guys that you have tons of interviews with. He's not one of these guys that's very in the public eye. And leadership, communication, IQ, getting along with teammates, work ethic, throwing with receivers, all important. And Love is kind of quiet, and it's up to LaFleur and the staff to groom him. And let's look at it this way. I mean, we think that this draft is an unbelievable draft, but last year you had guys like the kid out of Mississippi State, Montez Sweat, that were late first-round values. First-round picks, I mean, they are a commodity, but late in the first round, it's sometimes really hard to hit on guys. It's really hard to hit when you're in the 20s. So this was well worth the price of admission for Jordan Love. And again, if it works out, it's one of the greatest picks in the franchise's history. If not, it's a late first-rounder that didn't work out. But the risk is worth it. The fit for Love is absolutely perfect. And you guys are taking the initiative, and it's a big balls move by Matt LaFleur and Gutekunst. I believe that's the name, Brian Gutekunst. It's a big balls move, just like getting rid of Jordy Nelson, rattled everybody, including myself. But again, I like a lot of these draft picks, and Jordan Love was the guy. So I think this is an awesome fit. I think it's a really, really good fit. And I'm excited to see what happens with this kid's career. Really excited to see what happens.